Welcome to the Rustic Planters, where beautiful garden ideas transform ordinary spaces into inspiring outdoor retreats. Today, we are exploring Mediterranean balcony garden ideas designed to make even the tiniest balcony feel stylish, peaceful, and luxurious. From rustic textures to lush greenery and timeless decorative details, these ideas prove that limited space does not have to limit your imagination. Mediterranean-inspired balconies are all about creating a relaxed atmosphere with natural materials, earthy colors, fragrant plants, and thoughtful arrangements. Whether you have a narrow apartment balcony or a compact terrace, the right combination of greenery, containers, seating, and architectural accents can create a sophisticated garden escape that feels wonderfully connected to the Mediterranean lifestyle. If you enjoy creative home garden design ideas, make sure to subscribe to the Rustic Planters, like this video, and share your thoughts in the comments. Tell us which Mediterranean balcony idea you would love to recreate, and stay with us as we explore 9 inspiring ways to turn a small outdoor space into a luxurious retreat. The foundation of a Mediterranean balcony garden begins with plants that capture the character of warm coastal landscapes. Olive trees, lavender, rosemary, thyme, ornamental grasses, and compact citrus varieties can instantly introduce that recognizable Mediterranean feeling. Arranging plants at different heights creates depth while keeping the balcony visually interesting without overwhelming the available space. Choose containers in terracotta, aged stone, ceramic, or textured clay to reinforce the rustic character. Instead of using identical pots everywhere, combine several shapes and sizes for a collected garden appearance. A tall planter can anchor one corner, while smaller vessels can fill shelves, steps, or narrow ledges with layers of greenery and color. Fragrant herbs are especially valuable for compact balconies because they combine beauty with practicality. Rosemary spilling gently over a container, lavender adding soft purple accents, and thyme filling small spaces between larger pots can create a garden that feels abundant without requiring a large footprint. The result is a planting scheme that looks natural, elegant, and wonderfully Mediterranean. Few materials communicate Mediterranean garden style as effectively as terracotta. Its warm, earthy appearance instantly gives containers a timeless quality, while its natural texture pairs beautifully with green foliage, pale stone, and weathered wood. A collection of terracotta pots can become the visual foundation of a balcony garden without requiring elaborate decoration. For a more sophisticated arrangement, vary the scale and silhouette of the containers. Tall amphora-inspired pots can create dramatic vertical accents, while low bowls and rounded planters can soften the edges of a compact layout. Grouping several pieces together can make a small balcony feel like a carefully designed garden courtyard rather than a collection of individual pots. Terracotta also works beautifully with rustic accessories such as ceramic vessels, woven baskets, stone ornaments, and weathered wood. Keeping the palette grounded in warm clay, cream, sand, and muted green creates visual harmony. These simple combinations can make even a modest balcony feel established, inviting, and effortlessly elegant. When floor space is limited, think upward. Vertical planting allows a balcony to become lush and layered while preserving valuable walking and seating areas. Wall-mounted planters, narrow plant shelves, trellises, and tiered stands can transform blank vertical surfaces into beautiful botanical displays. A rustic wooden trellis can provide structure for climbing plants while adding architectural character. Mediterranean herbs can be arranged on slim shelves, while trailing plants can cascade from higher containers to create a soft green curtain. This approach gives the impression of abundance without requiring a large collection of floor-standing pots. Vertical gardening also provides an opportunity to create a strong focal point. A single carefully arranged wall of greenery can become the centerpiece of the balcony, especially when paired with textured plaster, natural wood, terracotta, or stone-inspired finishes. By combining height, texture, and foliage, a tiny balcony can gain the visual richness of a much larger garden. A luxurious balcony garden does not need a large furniture set. One compact bench, a pair of slim chairs, or a small bistro-style arrangement can provide enough space to create a comfortable garden retreat. Choose furniture with natural textures and simple silhouettes so it complements the plants rather than competing with them. Wood, wrought iron, woven materials, and weathered finishes work particularly well with Mediterranean-inspired planting. Add cushions or outdoor textiles in neutral shades, soft stripes, muted blue, or earthy terracotta tones to introduce comfort while maintaining the relaxed character of the design. Even a narrow balcony can accommodate a charming seating corner when every piece is selected with purpose. Consider positioning the seating beside a cluster of aromatic plants or beneath a small canopy of greenery. This creates a sense of enclosure and makes the space feel more private. With the right arrangement, a simple chair and a few carefully selected plants can become a peaceful destination for morning coffee, reading, or quiet moments outdoors. Mediterranean style becomes especially compelling when several natural textures are layered together. Terracotta, stone, wood, woven fibers, ceramic, and textured plaster can create depth even when the balcony itself is very small. These materials introduce tactile interest and help the garden feel warm, organic, and connected to its surroundings. Keep the main color palette inspired by nature. Sandy beige, warm white, olive green, terracotta, muted blue, and soft brown can work together beautifully without making the space feel visually crowded. Small decorative accents can provide contrast, but maintaining a restrained palette allows the greenery and architectural details to remain the stars of the design. Texture is also an excellent way to make a compact garden feel luxurious. A weathered ceramic pot beside a woven planter, a wooden bench against a textured wall, or a stone-inspired pedestal supporting a leafy plant can create a sense of curated richness. The secret is not adding more objects, but choosing materials that create character through subtle variation. The Mediterranean landscape is closely associated with tranquil courtyards, fountains, and refreshing water features. A full-size fountain may not be practical for a balcony, but small water-inspired elements can capture the same feeling. A compact tabletop fountain, decorative ceramic basin, or blue and white vessel can introduce a subtle sense of serenity. Blue accents can be especially effective when used thoughtfully. Deep cobalt, faded Mediterranean blue, and soft turquoise can complement terracotta and green foliage while adding a refreshing coastal character. Consider using these colors in ceramic containers, small decorative tiles, outdoor cushions, or a single statement accessory rather than covering the entire balcony. The goal is to create the suggestion of a peaceful coastal retreat rather than reproduce an entire Mediterranean courtyard. A small ceramic fountain surrounded by herbs and greenery can provide a strong focal point, while a few carefully selected blue accents can reinforce the theme. These details bring personality to the balcony without consuming valuable space. The most successful small balcony gardens rely on thoughtful organization. Folding furniture, railing planters, narrow shelving, stackable containers, and multifunctional pieces can help maximize every available area. Keeping pathways clear is equally important because a garden feels more spacious when there is room for visual and physical movement. Use repetition to create a polished appearance. Repeating terracotta tones, similar foliage shapes, or complementary container finishes can make a small collection feel intentionally designed. At the same time, introduce a few contrasting shapes or textures to prevent the arrangement from becoming too predictable. Balance is the key to making a compact garden look refined rather than cluttered. Think of the balcony as a miniature outdoor room. Define a planting zone, a seating zone, and a decorative focal point, even if each area is only a few feet wide. By giving every element a purpose, you can create a space that feels larger, more functional, and far more luxurious than its actual dimensions suggest.